Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We are back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, as you can already see in front of you from this video, we do have a little something, even though this is a new figure pickups video, as you already saw from the title, and this is episode 54 at that. We are showing off a little something different here. Just at the beginning of this video, we're going to go right through it, as I know a few people will probably enjoy this. A couple others might want to skip ahead a couple of minutes, but we're only going to spend a short time on this. Just wanted to show this off because I just got this past week. And a very cool item that some people might also want to get, because it does actually kind of relate to wrestling, only a little bit. But in front of you, as you can see, there is some gaming stuff here, and we'll start right off with the centerpiece. So as you guys can see there, that is a 64 Pi case, and what that is it's a mini Nintendo 64. You can go and get yourself a Raspberry Pi 5 or a Raspberry Pi 4, and the board goes inside it. You put it all together piece by piece. You get yourself an SD card preloaded with the software, and it has an immense amount of games. They're all, I believe, emulation, and that's what I think is what they are all considered to be. And you get them on this little SD card, and it all kind of just is plug and play, and it's very cool. I happen to see this in a video. I'm actually going to tag the person's video that I saw all this in, where I got the idea to obviously even buy it. I still do love playing the video games, and I still watch, guys like Metal Jesus and Radical Reggie and all that stuff, so I do enjoy watching their products, their content, and it actually was not from them, but like I said, I will tag the channel and the video that this did come from. Very cool, though. I believe it was Toffer. I think it's Toffer or Toffer A or something like that. Again, I hate to butcher it, and but I'll definitely put it in the description of this video for sure. So anyway, it's a mini N64, and it's got tons of games from the Nintendo 64 to Sega Genesis, and it depends on what SD card you buy, but of course there's so many options. This controller here, just wanted to show this off. It comes with a USB on it, and that's very cool. It's not an actual Nintendo product, but it is like this, very similar to the original controllers. But this is a like a see-through clear blue. It also came with like a reddish orange, and this is the package for those right there, as you can see. So it comes with two, and that was about $30 for two of them, which I thought was a really good deal. This here is the Sega Genesis controller, and this is actually made by Sega. Does come with the USB on it as well. Very cool, or I think it's actually retro bit here. I don't know, maybe they have the license to it, because obviously it says Sega right on it, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I'm actually wrong on that. But it is their controller as well, USB. Very cool. Like I said, you can pick that up as well. I think I paid, I think that one was like 15 or 16 bucks, so still not too bad. And this is the box for the 64 Pi case. I'm not going to show the packaging for the actual Raspberry Pi, but it's just a little tiny box, and there's like one or two other things you'll need. Like I said, the SD card, all stuff you can look up. It'll come right from that video link that I'm going to put in the description of this video. Like I said, this is very cool. I found it through the video that will be posted in the description, and it's just really a neat little product here, because we never got a mini N64 that was legitimate from Nintendo. We got the NES, we got the SNES, both minis. Very cool systems. People have been talking about it forever now, about, oh, we're going to get a mini N64, we're going to get a mini GameCube, all kinds of things. Hopefully, maybe someday we'll see something like that, but this right here will definitely still surpass that as far as the amount of games that you can play. So a very cool piece here. And just to give you an idea of how small this is, I mean, this is the package that it comes inside of, and this is the controller that you're going to be holding. So I mean, it's literally, I mean, it's small. It's a very cool little piece. So definitely, if you want to, guys, go and check that out. It's a cool thing. It's something I like. It's something I enjoy. I still love the games. But I might be selling a few games now that that's all said and done, because it's just so much easier than going back and forth with the N64 and doing that. So again, very many options with these emulators and these this style product. It's crazy. I mean, 12,000 games. on the card that I purchased, and I actually purchased the wrong one. Didn't even realize that I purchased the wrong one. So the card that I purchased was like 55 or 60 bucks. It has like 12,000 games on it. I believe out of the 12,000, like maybe like 9 or 10,000 of them are like legitimate licensed games. And as far as it goes, you can go all the way up to like a 200, or it's like a $250 card, and I think it has like 25,000 games on it, where like probably 20,000 of them are licensed. So very cool, something to definitely check out. But now we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the figures. We're going to finally do what we do best here. And we're going to start right off with actually two things, that one of which I know you've already seen. One, I am not sure if I already did it, so I just wanted to include it here very quickly. But into this new figure pickups, episode 54. First up on the docket here on the block is none other than Hangman Adam Page. It's pay-per-view limited edition. It is a Target exclusive, AEW full gear on the bottom there, as you can see, and up on the very top there, Target exclusive in the top left corner. I'm just not sure if I showed you guys this already. I was like, did I come home and just throw this, up on the shelf and not even realize it? But if I did, then you're seeing it twice. And if I didn't, then you're seeing it here for the first time. But wanted to just make that one quick with Hangman Adam Page. Like I said, I don't know. You guys might have already seen it. You might not have. Up next, something I know you have seen, but I did just want to show this off, one more time on the channel here. Very cool. This is the WCW NWO Nitro Topps Blaster Box. And easy now, keep it PG around here. But this is the WCW NWO Nitro Topps box here. And very cool that I was able to unbox and unpackage all of these packs on the channel. I think it says like 10 packs on the back plus one. It was like 11 packs total. It was 11 packs total on the channel. I've got almost all of those cards listed on to MERCARI at this moment. A couple more still have to get listed, but we will have those up soon enough. But I did want to show this off. I did keep this for myself. I also kept a couple of cards that we pulled out of this pack. And I also did keep two of the sleeves that they come in. So one of them was Goldberg, as shown on the package here. The other one was Kevin Nash. So kept two of those sleeves just for keepsake, I guess, just, with the cards and whatnot. But very cool piece there. I like to add those to the collection, as all of the cards that I've unboxed, I've kept one of those outer packages. So now we've got a couple WWE ones. We've got a few AEW ones. We now have this WCW one. So we're building a little bit on the card side there again. Up next, this one is a big one, guys, and you know what? I'll introduce it as the only way we know how. It's the only way we know how. It's the only way we know how. We got to do it, right? So, hey guys, Maven here, and from WWE, from WWE Ruthless Aggression, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go into Maven spiel. I'm not going to try to do Maven better than Maven, but Maven has definitely been breaking the airwaves on YouTube, and I think a lot of people are following him now, and it's great to see that he's got a huge following. I love his videos. He's always given us a little bit of the ins and outs of things, and I like to always get his his perception or his perspective of the business and aspects of different things. So I have had many of Maven figures in my collection back in the day. And of course, like I say all the time, still being very young at the time when Jakks lost the license and Mattel picked it up, I had this immediate idea in my head, being, again, very young at that time, going back to 2010. So 15 years ago, I was definitely not thinking in the same business mindset, I guess, that we would today, right? And looking back at that, I'm shocked that I did the things that I did. But I've sold all of my collection at that time as we continued to build with the Mattel figures. So obviously, some of you guys know, had the Matt's Wrestling Collectibles stand in the flea market. I was doing that for a long time. I was vending some of the independent wrestling shows, NCW, Northeast Championship Wrestling being one of them. Big shout out to them. They helped me out a lot over the years, and huge shout out to them, really. But when I was doing those shows and Mattel had started, I started to buy the Mattel figures. I expected, okay, we're going to get all these figures again. Everything we've already seen once, we're going to get again. And of course, that was not the case. So I did have multiple Mavens. I didn't have all of them. That's by far. I don't want to be going and stretching the truth there and trying to brown nose my way into anything here. But, you know, the truth is that when it comes down to it, I did have this Maven once already. I did have his WrestleMania 18, where he comes with the stand and the podium, because I used to love those stands. I thought they were so cool back in the day. And I did have one other one. I can't remember which one it was. I want to believe that it was the one that came with Eugene. I want to say that was probably the third. But at the same time, back then, I was finding things as just however you would find them. You know, it's not like today where you could just kind of hit anything online and find it for the most part. So things have definitely changed. I was happy to grab this, picked it up off eBay. It was much cheaper than the rest. It has a bent top left corner, as you can see. And because his face and his head is actually turned in the package, I think that really kind of drove the price down a little bit, because a lot of people that display this, they're going to want them to be looking forward and whatnot. I enjoy it either way. Having him in the collection is great. I'm sure I will have more Maven figures to come down the road. I do need to get a Eugene figure, so who knows, maybe it's time to buy that 2-pack as well and have Maven in a couple of different attires, also having Eugene as well. But this is very cool. Ruthless Aggression Series 6. And wow, what a time, because when we spin this around really quick, and I don't want to get too far into it, but of course we're not going to unbox this figure. We're going to keep it sealed. But if we go to the back of this packaging here, I mean, it's just wild to see Ruthless Aggression Series 6. I know for a fact I was chasing that Rey Mysterio. I was chasing that Rob Van Dam, and I was definitely chasing that Goldberg. How hard was it to find those figures back then? I don't know if anybody was just seeing them easily. I never did. Over to the Flexums Series 5. I did have the Brock Lesnar. I did have, I believe, the Rey Mysterio, but again, couldn't find any of the other ones. And going back to those Jax Championship belts, wow, you know, what a time to be a wrestling fan, where we were getting so much with what Jax had for a license. You know, we got so many great accessories and just different things, and Mattel's definitely doing great with it as well. Yeah, it's what you grow up on. I think everybody kind of feels the same way with that. It's always got that feeling. So, and the stunt action ring, the elimination chamber, all things that I wish I could definitely have back in the collection. And someday, you know, I'm sure we will find them yet again, and they will make their way back into this collection. One last thing I want to talk about before I spin this back around and get back to the next figure in the line here. The packaging on this is incredible. You can see through the back. You can see all of the attire. It was a great, great design, and Jax always had some really amazing packaging, and this is definitely right up there with them as far as being able to see every last detail on these figures, and they really wanted to show it off because this was the new technology. Obviously, Ruthless Aggression is when these bodies became the new thing, and everybody loved them. So, Series 6, still very much in the infinite, the beginning stages of this package design. So again, you know, we see it all the time, and it's just something great to see from Jax. Great packaging and always looking really cool. Up next, we break back into the Mattel side of things, and we've got none other than the Walmart exclusive Triple H. And thankfully, I did not pay that $42 or $45 price tag that some people were seeing on this in the store. I know there was a lot of debate on that, on exactly what was going on, but we actually got this on a clearance. So paid way below retail on this one, and look forward to doing a unboxing and review on this very soon. We'll probably have that up on the channel within the next couple of days, hopefully. So an awesome Triple H here. Very happy to add this. Now, this will be the third Ultimate Edition Triple H that I have. I'm not sure if they've made more, but I have the other one that we saw quite a while back with Bret Hart there. They were kind of flooding Walmart for quite some time, that re-release of the greatest hits. And I also do have the Amazon exclusive DX Triple H Ultimate Edition, so that's very cool. So I'm not sure. I have to actually check that out to see if there's any more Ultimates. But Triple H Walmart exclusive Ultimate, it is a great figure in my opinion. I think it looks very, very nice. It looks like they did a good job on that with the scaling and everything, and I really think it it looks good for the time period Triple H that it is paying tribute to. Now, that Triple H did come in the package that these other two boxes came in, and that Triple H in great shape. These, not so much. I was able to also get you guessed it, none other than the, Samoan Dynasty 3-pack here. Of course, we got Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans. We got Roman Reigns in there, son of one, nephew of the other. And a great pack here because we do get the, double versions, the 2-in-1 of Afa and Sika. And the only thing that I am a little bit undecided of right at the moment is what I would like to do with this pack, because obviously, like I was saying, this came and it's damaged. This one's actually pretty banged up. I have another one here that is also pretty banged up. So they're both not doing too great. Deciding on what I want to do with them, it's going to be up in the air. I don't know. I might want to just open both of them and maybe display one differently than the other, and maybe repackage, I don't know, one of them and have those displayed. But it's a cool piece. I do like it a lot, but it's I don't know. It's a little tough here. I'm undecided on what I'd like to do. And the Ulafalas that they come with, I'm not sure if that was something I didn't see in the product pictures prior, when we were seeing all this coming out. It looks like all three of them are a bit different. Maybe it's to fit the molds a little bit better or to sit better, but it looks like Roman's is, tighter with the thicker piece going around, and then, you go over to Sika. It looks like his is wider but still thick going around, but still a different design. It's much more fanned out than Roman's is. You go over to Afa, and his is actually much thinner and a lot longer. So I'm not sure. I guess we will see what we do with these, but this is a cool 3-pack. They've definitely been coming out with a lot of cool packs. I mean, I don't know. Some people might not like them. I've been trying to collect every one that's been coming out since the Raw 3-pack that came out way back with 1-2-3 Kid, Razor Ramon, and The Undertaker. So from that moving forward, I don't think I've missed any up till this point. I'd have to go back and look, but there are a couple that are still out there on the radar, and I will tell you for a fact, the Heenan family and the Four Horsemen packs there, those are hopefully soon to be the ones that we add to the collection. So, and I think there was I don't know, there was one other one. I'd have to go and look. I can't remember what it was. There was one other pack, I think, that was Elite figures, and I might be looking into that as well. But either way, as always, guys, we've done what we do best here. We have done another episode of New Figure Pickups, episode 54, with a little splash of the retro gaming in there. Like I said, I do love the gaming, so I wanted to show that off as well. It's quite a cool piece, and I can't wait to get the SD card for that I should have ordered the first time, but I wasn't paying attention, and yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes that's what we do. We get excited. We want to click buy as quick as possible, put it in the cart, send it on its way, but you always got to double check, do your homework, and make sure things are the way that they're supposed to be. So, as always, I appreciate all of you who have now joined me yet again for a 54th episode of New Figure Pickups and new pickups in general, because, of course, it is not just wrestling stuff. Sometimes it is going to be the gaming stuff, I guess, too. We're going to throw a little bit of that in there as well. And as always, guys, like I said, check out the link that will be in the description of this video. That will be for the video of this whole setup of this, emulation system with the Mini N64 and that, so you guys can check that out there. And as always, check out the community and sponsors of MWC. Follow them, subscribe, all that great stuff. I know they will be so glad if you did. And as well, if you haven't already, get over to the channel, hit that subscribe button from me. Hit the bell icon if you want to see my daily videos, because we're always posting every single day. You already know that. And as well, if you haven't, leave a comment on this video. Tell me what was your favorite piece that we've, shown off here today. What was your least favorite piece? What would you do with these Samoan Dynasty 3-packs? They're both crushed a little bit. I'm not sure. We're going to figure that out. But either way, as always, I appreciate each and every single one of you for joining me for another video, another episode of New Figure Pickups. Until the next one, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.